Hey everybody, it's Michelle, Trader Girl ATX, giving an after hours end of day update about my day. Today, February 11th, 2025. It's now 4 p.m. Market's been closed for a while, and this was not my best day. It was not my worst day, but it was not a super good day. I did some trading overnight. I guess I was kind of happy. Hey, Toby. And, come here, Goo. Come. Sorry, he always wants his belly rubbed. Anyway, I fell asleep last night, like by 8 o'clock at night, and I was awake, and I ended up doing some trading at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sure that messed up my sleep schedule in a big way, but I was happy. I made, I don't know, $300 or so. I documented it earlier in another post, but the point was my sleep was messed up. And did a little trading this morning. Started out okay. I had my funded account up over $200, and then I had another practice account up $1,000. And then I went cuckoo in my brain and saw that the NASDAQ tested a 200 moving average, and my brain went from bear to bull. So the rest of the day, I just had a bullish bias, which never happens. That's why I'm documenting it on this video. I'm bearish, like, years on end. So this is not typical for me to have a bullish energy or vibe. But then I started a couple of other 50K tests, and just one after the other, boom, 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 max daily loss. There's no rhyme or reason. Happy, giddy, live streaming, talking too much, thinking too much, not being focused on what was actually happening in front of me, instead having that fight the trend mindset. So learn the lesson, don't fight the trend. And like literally that's the lesson to learn, is it does what it does. Think nothing, know nothing. But I ended up blowing through those, but I still saved my XFA, my funded account, and ended up turning on my practice account and just put on big size and hammered it, and wasn't even really actively watching it for the most part. I would just hit reverse. I was trading, I guess, 10 NASDAQ. I know at a point I was up to 15 contracts, but I think it was mostly 10 contracts. Just kind of hitting reverse when I felt like it, not being super invested in the outcome. And then I was pretty happy, and it was around 2 p.m. Central Time, meaning an hour before close, and I was hungry, hadn't eaten, had a headache. I was really frustrated because I couldn't ever grow my XFA any further by trying to trade 1 or 2 micros at a time. Celebrating a $12 win or a $25 win is just not the same dopamine rush I'm used to and love. So it was frustrating. So anyway, I decided to go make a salad and reversed my position in the practice account. So I was getting a little bit of dopamine, I guess. And I came back with my giant salad in the container that the greens come in. Anyway, I realized I'd had that account up $23,000. But my trade, when I came in after making my salad, it was down like somewhere between $9,000 and $13,000. And I sat there and I let that loser go and go and go, and it would just kind of bounce back and forth between a $9,000 loss and a $13,000 loss. Maybe 14. It might have gotten as bad as 14, but that was about as bad as it got. But I held on because I was already up 23,000, so let it go, right? It's a practice account, not real. So anyway, I took some screenshots of my stats and that's all posted. But the reason I'm making this video, I forgot, is that there's a new follower on my Instagram, and I'm thinking it's a he. I'm assuming it's a he. I didn't click through to look at the picture, but the name is Arslan. Hey Arslan, hope you're watching, but you had a question. You wanted to know about my strategy. And you're asking, why is my win rate so high? Like, what is my strategy? And I don't blame you for asking. That is a common question that traders ask other traders when we're all trying to find our way, right? We're all trying to learn, but you need to know that we all have different natures and temperaments, and what works for me might not work for you. And there's no shortcut. It's literally years of pain and suffering. And if anybody tells you any different, they are liars. They would be people who do not have the experience to know the pain. They are people who just buy and it always goes up for years on end. So they think they're good traders, but they're really not. They just learned how to buy the dip. But to me, it's technically trading, but no, you have to figure out your own schedule, your own rules, your own mindset for what your nature demands. And there's a never ending list of things to learn. But so I wanted to give you a little hint as to what I do with my trading, which I'm pretty sure is different from most people. A couple years ago, I was watching a video with, oh God, what's his name? The badass at SMB Capital. Everybody will know who that is. Lance B. Anyway, I was watching one of his videos, and he said something that caught my ear. He said that the market just trades the same patterns all day, every day. Or something like that. I've slept since then. But I heard that and it caught my attention, and I thought, well, what does he mean? That it's the same patterns all day, every day. And I decided that I was going to start reading all the squiggles on the screen like it's a foreign language speaking to me. And that's how I read the markets. So if you're asking me for a strategy, I don't have a strategy. I don't make money. Is that a strategy? I don't do, when I see all these other traders talking about this and that and the other thing, I'm like, ah, it can do anything it wants at any time it wants. And something might seem like it's working on one time frame. God, Toby, you are a little toot. Something might look like your setup, but it all depends on what time frame, because it might work on, let's say, a 3-minute time frame, and you think you're a genius, and it works most of the time. But turns out that day the moving averages are crisscrossing, and the 15-minute time frame is going to be boss, and you're going to get annihilated. So patterns or let's say strategies or setups where people think certain things happen, if then that, it doesn't work like that. Trading is literally a fight across time frames. I normally trade a 15-second chart. I encourage you to watch me live stream, because while I am trading, I talk. And I might be a goofball and I might be annoying. I don't know. You might love it. You might hate it. I don't really care. But I'm going to be me, and I try to talk through my trades because it helps me think, I guess. And I'm trying to do this live streaming thing. And I think, well, actually, I know, if you're a wannabe trader wanting to learn, I've been trading for years, and I know things and see things that other people don't see. I'm trading a 15-second chart. I'm going to see everything faster than everybody else. I'm also extremely bright. And some people will say that actually being very bright is actually a detriment for being a good trader, that a good trader would be humble and modest and lowly and not overconfident, over cocky. Sure, that's all true, but I can still be really bright and do all those things as well. And it's just been a matter of years and years and years and years of pain and suffering and learning and just constantly questioning everything. And I'll be the first person to put on a trade, and I'll literally put on a trade and within 5 seconds say, oh, that was a horrible entry. And I'll call myself out. Like, I don't care. I don't have an ego to impress anyone. I'm on my own journey, and I think if you pay attention and watch, you're going to learn things from me about the way that I read all those squiggles on the line. I have a lot of moving averages on my screen, and some of them are moving averages that I've heard other traders mention, like a 20 or a 50 or a 200. But I just put together a whole bunch of other moving averages, and they help me visually see where I am in space in the market, because it's all relative. It's like there's a bull or a crazy ferret, and he's running back and forth. Run, 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 run this way. Run, run, run this way. And there's just a never-ending push-pull between levels. And that's all the market is. It's literally a push-pull between levels, and it's a function of time. And it's crazy, but what I noticed over the years when I first started trying to watch these levels and read them like a foreign language, I would mark off where different moving averages intersect. And eventually, over time, I came to realize certain moving averages crossing would signal the next move. And that's how I read the market now, is I just let the market tell me what it's doing, and that's why my win rate is so high. It's not because I'm a mad genius, which I might be. I'm definitely mad and quite possibly a genius, but I'm also that blonde girl that doesn't like people to know that I'm bright. So I intimidate the boys. Some of them, most of them, except for this one. He loves me. But anyway, I could be a handful. But I think you'll learn a lot if you actually watch. But there's no easy answer to your question. So I wish I could tell you an easy answer to my strategy. It would be read what the market is telling you. Think nothing, know nothing. Economic data doesn't matter. Financial reports don't matter. Earnings don't matter. None of it matters. It's literally what is the market telling you, and react to what it's telling you. Respond to what it's telling you. Is it strong? Then move with the strength. Whichever way. It's always strong, right? Just move the direction it's moving and don't fight it. Don't fight it. That's why I had those losses earlier this morning, was I got it in my head that NASDAQ hit the 200 moving average on my chart, on the 3-minute chart. And I was like, bottom's in, baby. We're going to the moon. But this thing was sickly all day long. And I would have done much better if I followed a strategy instead of thinking. So that would be my big advice for you. So anyway, thank you for sending me a question. I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm generally pretty entertaining no matter what I'm doing. So let's be friends, okay? Hang out. Have a good night. Take care and love you. Anybody who's watching this. Take care, guys.